Hi, Adam Fletcher Brown here for another Kicks96Country.com artist video blog. My guest from Nashville today, Joanna Mosca. Joanna, how are you?
Hey,
Welcome,
good.
welcome to Kicks Country.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to our audience. Now, Joanna is no stranger to the performing arts. In addition to the music that you make, it's wonderful, by the way, with beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You are also, personal favorite of mine, close to my heart, active. You're an actress.
Yeah.
And primarily
Started
stage.
off there.
Well,
yeah.
so tell us where you're from.
I'm originally from West Hartford, Connecticut, and went to New York City after my dad passed away. What happened was he loved to sing. It's about 14 years ago, and he was a great singer, but he never pursued that professionally. So after he passed away, I just said, you know, gotta do this, gotta go do this, and I headed off to New York and started singing. I was writing and performing in one-woman shows off Broadway, and it was pretty cool. Yeah.
So you found a way.
Years.
So you found a way to take your love of music and parlay that into, like, I'm going to act, I'm going to sing.
Yeah, because I had an acting background as well, so I used those two things. I was writing the shows, and I was doing the arrangements for the music, and it was fun. It was a lot of work, and there was a lot of acting involved, because there were a lot of stories and monologues in between the songs. But I was doing cover songs at that point, but it was a little different than what they were used to off-Broadway and on Broadway, because a lot of people would do more of the show tune type thing. But I was doing Patsy Cline, I was doing Bonnie Raitt, I was doing Bruce Springsteen stuff. But it was well received. So.
Well, it's an interesting list of artists that you named. That's a pretty wide and varied background. You know, I mean, I'm a fan of all those that you make. Bonnie Raitt, Patsy Cline, Bruce Springsteen, love the boss. But you said finally, you know what? The stage is wonderful. I love it there, but I'm going to put out an album, and I'm going to see, you know, if I can tackle
do my own music. Yeah, I got bitten by the writing bug about 6 years ago, and since my music had a little bit of country going on, I always had a little bit of that influence because when I was a girl, my dad loved music, and he introduced me to all kinds of stuff. So he kind of brought Patsy Cline into the house in Connecticut, which was kind of odd. But
do they even know Patsy Cline is big? I'm sure.
They do, but it's not a big country music place.
Connecticut, really?
So that was great, that I was able to have a lot of musical influences and styles that I enjoyed. So when I started writing music, I said, well, what's my style of music? And it kind of turned out to be a little bit of a blend. I guess I'd call it a pop country rock. So I started going down to Nashville. I was fortunate enough to work with some great Nashville songwriters.
Oh yeah, I know one of the names you mentioned, Jeremy Spillman, who's been on Muscle Shoals Musical Live. We know Jeremy.
Yes, I heard that, and he's terrific. He's written for Trace Adkins and Josh Turner and Trisha Yearwood, and he has an Oscar nomination, which he fails to mention to anybody, because he wrote a couple of songs for A Brokeback Mountain, which people probably remember that movie. So he and I co-wrote 2 of the songs on the CD. And this song that I'm singing today, and that's been released to country radio, Like I'm Leaving, he wrote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's the Jeremy Spillman song.
Yeah.
Now, the album, Keep On Going, you've worked on this album for a while. You've had the album out, and not only have you released it to country radio, but a couple of the songs, if I'm not mistaken, you actually had some top 10 success on AC radio.
I did. We've had 3 top 10 singles on AC radio. And the last one was Keep On Going, which then came to country radio. And now Keep On Going is still going strong. It's on major market AC radio. So we're with the big stations now. And we're number 30 on the charts.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get out of the way and let Scott come sit down and play. And we're going to hear the single, Joanna Mosca, the single, Like I'm Leaving, Kicks96Country.com.
Sometimes I feel like you're waiting for something else. ought to know what you got when you got it, babe, or you'll know what you had when it's gone. Love me like I'm leaving, but you can't stand it, I can stop breathing. Before you took this girl for granted, baby, hold on to me and lose control. Love me like I'm leaving. If you don't want me, go. Oh no, convince me, baby. Wanna hear it, baby. Convince your love like a secret that you just can't keep. This is your chance to make me believe. Love me like I'm leaving, but you can't stand it, like you stop breathing. Before you took this girl for granted, baby, give it all that you got till there's nothing to spare. Love me like I'm leaving, even if I ain't going nowhere. Baby, gotta make staying feel like the right thing to do. It's all up to you. Love me like I'm leaving, but you can't stand it, like you stop breathing. Before you took this girl for granted, baby, hold on to me and lose control. Love me like I'm leaving. Oh, love me like I'm leaving. If you don't want me to go, baby, look at me, the way you used to look at me.
Joanna Mosca, Like I'm Leaving. That's a great song.
Thank you.
So now, where did that come from? I mean, obviously Jeremy is a wonderful songwriter. You guys got together and just
Yeah, we worked together and done 2 songs on the CD. One is called What People Forget, and the other one was actually a song I wrote about my dad called He Sang to Me. And what was one of the first songs I wrote, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but it wasn't quite, there, and I'm like, oh, it's got to be really good to go on the CD. So I brought it down to Nashville, Jeremy helped me finish those 2 songs. And while I was there, I heard some of his other songs, and I said, I heard Love Me Like I'm Leaving, and I was like, whoa! Boy, every woman can relate to that song,
That's a great one. Great luck with that one. If you want to hear that one, you call us here at Kix96 at Kix96country.com. This is Joanna Mosca. Where can we find you on the internet?
Ooh, good question. www.joannamosca.com, and I'll spell Mosca. There's not too many Moscas down here.
No, I don't. I think you're the first Mosca I've ever met. But don't quote me on that. If there's any Moscas out there, I've forgotten. I'm sorry.
There we go. Maybe some relatives. Mosca.com. And from the website, you can pretty much get anywhere. You can listen to all the music. If you like any of the songs, you can go to iTunes. There's links to iTunes and Amazon. And then there's also photos and videos and all kinds of stuff. And then links to Facebook. If you want to be a Facebook friend, I'd love to have you. And MySpace.
You tweet?
Oh, I'm tweeting like mad.
Everybody's got a tweet.
I'm tweeting, and I'll be tweeting about Fletch and my fun here in a few moments.
All right, Joanna Mosca is our guest. Thank you so much for visiting with us once again. Tune in next time for another great visit with another artist from Nashville on Kix96country.com. See you then.